first round. And that kick will take a... Oh, that's it! That's it! It's over! Oh! Huge shot!
Get ready to saddle up and ride along with one of the most beloved fighters in the UFC, Donald Cerrone, also known as the American Cowboy. For over 18 years, Donald has been leaving his mark on the sport of MMA,
That's an angry Donald Cerrone.
racking up wins and setting career highs that few can match. But it's not just his incredible record that has fans cheering him on. It's his fearless attitude and genuine love for the sport that make him a fan favorite. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the life and career of Cowboy Cerrone, from his early days in Muay Thai to his debut in the UFC lightweight division and beyond. We'll explore how Donald's skills and techniques have evolved over the years, making him one of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC today.
Oh! Huge shot by Cerrone!
So whether you're a longtime fan of Cowboy Cerrone or just getting to know him for the first time, you won't want to miss this epic journey through the life of one of the UFC's most iconic fighters. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and get ready to experience the thrill of the fight with the one and only Donald Cowboy Cerrone. As we dive deeper into the career of Cowboy Cerrone, we can't help but marvel at some of his most epic fights. And one that truly stands out is his bout against former champ Rob McCullough. Despite being the underdog in the match, Cowboy came out swinging.
Oh, just tapped him!
With a jab, wow. I think Rob McCullough's still stunned
Yeah,
from the...
I think you're right. And he gets caught again with a straight right, but the cage's his friend, but not this...
Taking Rob by surprise and ultimately knocking him out.
Stay in this fight. Oh, and he connects one more time to Cowboy, and McCullough stays on his feet, and that's it. It'll go to the judge.
But that was just the beginning of Cowboy's rise to the top. With each fight, he continued to prove that he was a force to be reckoned with, taking on bigger and tougher opponents with unwavering determination. And even in the face of defeat, Cowboy never backed down. As the saying goes, empty vessels make the most noise. But Cowboy let his actions in the ring speak for themselves. His battle against James Cross in June of his 9th year in the UFC was also one of the most memorable moments. At this point in his career, Cowboy had already made a name for himself as one of the best fighters in the league, but he knew he had to keep pushing himself if he wanted to win that coveted title. And so he faced off against James Cross, a formidable opponent in his own right. With 10 wins under his belt, Cross was a specialist partner for Lagos, and not to be underestimated.
Putting it together on the feet, a right hand, knocks out behind.
From the opening bell, Cowboy dominated the fight, landing punch after punch and takedown after takedown.
Straight right, and Cerrone has dropped him. Donald Cerrone has dropped Cross.
And despite Cross's best efforts, he couldn't seem to find a way to counter Cowboy's relentless attack.
Giving up the neck, and this choke is in very deep, and that's it.
It was the punches, Todd. It was the punches.
In the end, it was a unanimous decision in Cowboy's favor. Cerrone burst onto the scene in 2009 with an impressive win streak. But unfortunately, he fell short in 2 championship fights. However, he bounced back with a series of 10 victories, including a memorable bout against Jamie Varner, where Varner was saved from a certain knockout by an illegal knee from Cerrone.
The knee from Cerrone just misses.
With another win under his belt, Cowboy finally got his long-awaited rematch against Varner. But this time, Varner was fighting without the belt and had nothing to lose, making him a dangerous opponent.
You can tell from the kick. I can't believe it's finally...
And as we all know, Cowboy thrives in these high-pressure situations. From the get-go, it was clear that Cowboy was on a mission to dominate.
Mouthpiece comes out.
The powerful blows he landed on Varner had us all on the edge of our seats,
He's almost going to get the takedown.
wondering if Varner could even survive the onslaught. But Cowboy wasn't satisfied with just striking. He showed off his wrestling skills by taking Varner down and breaking him down with punishing knees in the clinch. It was a masterclass in grappling, and it left the audience in awe.
Oh, big right hand from Varner.
As the second round began, the crowd was firmly behind Cowboy, cheering him on as he continued to dominate. Both fighters exchanged powerful strikes in the final moments of the fight. But it was clear that Cowboy had won the hearts of the fans and the respect of his opponent. In the end, Cowboy emerged victorious, and the crowd went wild. Fast forward to the 10th year of his career, and Cowboy was still proving to be a force to be reckoned with. In a shoulder battle against Chris Horodecki, Cowboy found himself on the receiving end of a takedown.
Donald's so good off his back.
But true to form, Cowboy didn't stay down for long. He expertly got rid of his opponent and transitioned into a triangle, securing his spot in the UFC.
Horodecki taps out Cerrone. Victory.
Back in August, a 28-year-old Cowboy with a record of 15-3 stepped into the octagon to face off against a 21-year-old Charles Oliveira, who was already recognized as a formidable opponent. At the time, nobody could have predicted that Oliveira would go on to become one of the best lightweight strikers in the world.
Gaethje back to work on the leg kick, landed a right hand.
But at that moment, all eyes were on Cowboy and his incredible firepower. Throughout the fight, Cowboy expertly defended against Oliveira's clinch attempts and knees,
Right hand, nice left hook to the body.
all while landing devastating blows of his own. And then, in a split second, it was over.
Cowboy shoving it. That's it. That's over.
Cowboy landed a precise uppercut that folded Oliveira, leaving him with no chance to catch his breath.
Cerrone.
In the lead-up to UFC 141, fans were buzzing with excitement as Cowboy Cerrone prepared to take on Nate Diaz. It was bound to be an explosive fight, with both fighters known for their incredible skill and tenacity in the octagon. From the very start, it was clear that this was going to be a back-and-forth battle. Cerrone knocked Diaz off his feet multiple times with his leg kicks, but Diaz refused to stay down. He relentlessly pursued Cerrone, landing an astonishing 82% of the strikes he threw.
Hit over and over again by that right hand.
Big long
Nate
stiff
Diaz.
jabs by Nate. Nice elbow.
Despite his best efforts, Cowboy couldn't seem to offset Diaz's volume punches. In the end, he lost the fight via unanimous decision. But even in defeat, both fighters earned the respect and admiration of fans around the world, with their performance being awarded the coveted Fight of the Night honors. After his loss to Nate Diaz, Cowboy Cerrone was determined to get back on track. He faced off against Miles Jury, a promising young fighter, and showed that he still had plenty left in the tank. Cerrone won the fight by unanimous decision, proving that he was still a force to be reckoned with in the octagon.
Those are the kicks that made him mad. He is winding up with these. That's an...
But it was clear that he was hungry for more. After losing his 8-fight win streak,
All kinds of trouble. He's an all...
he moved up to welterweight and continued to dominate.
That's been his best shot besides the leg kicks. Yet he another knockdown. That's it. That's it.
Cowboy Cerrone has always been known for his tenacity and fearlessness in the octagon. From taking on tough opponents to moving up weight classes, he has always been willing to push himself to the limit. In his fight against Rick Story, he showed the world just what he was capable of. Despite Story's reputation as a heavy wrestler,
Late in round 2.
Cerrone dominated the fight with his knee strikes and even managed to flip him onto his head.
Another knee to the body by Cowboy.
Cerrone won the fight via TKO in the second round.
Alvarez years ago. Cowboy looking for the finish. Beautiful. And it's all over.
Cowboy Cerrone continued his winning streak in 2018 when he took on Yancy Medeiros. The fight was off to a slow start, but Cerrone picked up the pace with 2 consecutive falls in the first round.
Big swing there, but that's a knockdown from Cerrone.
The Cowboy let Medeiros back up, but in the third round, he showed no mercy and finished him on the canvas. He took control on the ground, expertly reversing positions and landing a series of strikes to earn a technical knockout victory in the first round.
Responds at times. Big right hand from Cerrone with short time. Medeiros is down. Cerrone looking to end it, and that is it.
Donald Cerrone returned to the lightweight division, facing the promising Alexander Hernandez, who boasted a record of 10 wins and only 1 loss.
That quick start like that, though. Oh!
Hernandez started strong and easily broke through Cerrone's defenses. However, the veteran fighter adapted, targeting Hernandez's body with his knees and slowing him down.
That was killing him, look!
In the second round, Cerrone found his rhythm and began landing hits more easily. In the 9th minute, Hernandez was sent to the canvas with a devastating high-tech concussion, and the veteran fighter showed his dominance and experience by finishing him off.
Hernandez nearly out. That's it.
Not many guys. Not many guys.
Cerrone was on an undefeated 2-year record, and anyone who found themselves on the ground with him was sure to have problems.
And he's getting brutalized. Looking for the finish. Got him with a knee. And another huge kick. He's done. Back here in the first round.
And that kick will take a...
Oh, that's it. That's it. It's over. It is all over.
Beautiful
Just
technique.
like that.
Jim Miller was next for him. The fight was expected to be a striking battle, and Cerrone's perfect knees to the body had Miller reeling. Miller's only successful takedown saved him from certain doom.
Was maybe hurt. Nice knee. Charlie was in.
They both trade right hands. Guido's hurt, and
He's out. He is out.
But Cerrone's best strike took him down with precision. In the heated battle, the referee accidentally intervened, allowing Miller to recover.
Can you continue or no?
But Cerrone's investments in body strikes ultimately paid off, as Miller missed a left hook, and Cerrone capitalized on the opportunity to secure a victory.
Huge shot by Cerrone. Donald Cerrone does it again. Oh!
In 2019, just 32 days after his last win, Cowboy took on Tony Ferguson at UFC 238. The fight was cut short after Cerrone blew his nose.
Blatant right hand after the horn from Ferguson.
Causing his eye to swell shut and rendering him unable to continue. But Cowboy bounced back and returned to welterweight, headlining UFC 246 against Conor McGregor in 2020. Despite a valiant effort, Cerrone was unable to overcome the Irishman and suffered a technical knockout loss in the first round. In his last fight in July 2022, Cowboy stepped in as a replacement for Bobby Green against Jim Miller. Despite putting up a good fight, he lost via guillotine choke submission in the second round.
Are you doing this, Donald? I'll be right back.
It's hard for me to get up, and this is the longest camp I've had in a long time, and I'm not complaining to anybody, but I just don't love it anymore. I'm going to be a movie star, baby, so
What a legendary journey it has been for Donald Cerrone in the octagon, as he bid farewell in July 2022, announcing his retirement to the fighting arena after 39 long years of a remarkable career. We cannot help but marvel at his achievements. The Cowboy's relentless fighting style and a never-say-die attitude earned him a special place in the hearts of UFC fans. Although he never held a championship belt, his stunning performances always captivated audiences worldwide. His Cowboy reputation is unblemished, and he holds a record 20 knockouts in the promotion, surpassing even the great Anderson Silva. With 18 bonuses for the best fights, his performances of the evening were nothing short of spectacular. Donald Cerrone will always be remembered as a true icon of the sport. And his legacy will live on for generations to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting MMA content.
By Brown and then a good right hand by Cowboy.
Oh, that's it. My goodness. It is all over. Vicious head kick by Cowboy.